My basic inspiration is inspiring the consumer and being able to connect with the consumer. And for MOR as a brand, we strive to do that every day, and it's very hard in this very busy world of us, especially for a small brand with limited resources. So some of the stats that I had talked about, which she touched on there, which are really interesting. Women are shopping at a very different rate, and there's so many different types of women in this day and age. 22% shop online. 92% pass along details and finds to other, and you know, the whole social media, social network has really driven that. We're definitely, as a brand, getting better at it. I know myself, I'm so busy, I can barely get to the grocery store, so I now order my groceries online, and it's convenient for me. And they deliver it to my door, and I'm home still working, you know, 8, 9 o'clock, and my delivery comes, and that's kind of what's happening to this day and age. Today's consumers, who are they? And I kind of felt like when I looked at our customers, they're so broad. You can't stereotype, which is what OPI was just touching on. They're ever-changing, but they're still loyal. They're thrifty, but they want to splurge. They're trendy, but still original. And then you have these newbies, which are the younger generation. I know in my office I have these young girls that work for me, and they're ordering online and they're texting, and it's always interesting to watch how they interact. I'm still old school. I have to pick up the phone. Like, call me on the phone. I love to text. I think it's fun, but I can't connect that way, and I think that's some of the veterans in us. It's interesting to look at today's consumers, and I used MOR as sort of a plan here, and you can see where all the brown is, and MOR as a brand, these are all the countries that we're actually sold in retailers in, which is pretty interesting. China is new to us, and the world has become so global that my online website services globally. We get orders daily from Japan, which is mind-boggling because the shipping rates are huge, but that consumer is still wanting us. I think our initial launch with China, and I've seen a few of our launches in other countries, was probably one of the most phenomenal launches. They literally took out a store and like demoed it and did an entire like MOR store, sort of like, you know, our brick and mortar. You know, we've taken out windows in stores and we've done a visual like this, which gets a really great emotional impact. And in China, it was phenomenal that they did what they did, being just a distributor. You know, usually just a distributor would take it to a trade fair and they display the goods, and you know, and they would have the relationships. But they went above and beyond. They had a whole launch party, flew the founders in. It was, yeah, it was quite impressive.